No. Gonna turn green like brown.
Hi, hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi, my name's Zoe. Please subscribe, please join my little family that I have here on YouTube. It would mean so much to me. I post videos 4 times a week. I usually do true crime videos, makeup videos, story times and a whole lot of different content. So today we are carrying on with serial killer Sundays, but today I am taking a different sort of twist than my usual videos. Usually I would cover a serial killer case, but I've had a few requests of people to do a sort of where are they now video. So we are going to be delving into serial killers' families and mainly serial killers' children, and figuring out where them children are now, whether they're still in the spotlight or whether they're not still in the spotlight. So let's get right into the video. So firstly, we're going to talk about Melissa. Melissa Moore is the daughter of Keith Jesperson, and he is known as the Happy Face Killer. He murdered 8 women over 5 years in the 90s, and he remained undetected until he handed himself in. So when her father went to jail, Melissa was in high school. She decided to start a new life. She kept who she was secret until she met her husband. When she met her husband, she decided to tell him who her father was, and he didn't have an issue with it because that didn't make Melissa who she was. So Melissa used this and decided to open up about her story, and she started to write books, and she also supported other family members in the same situation as herself. She is happily married, she has a family of her own, and she's got her own children now. She hasn't spoken to her father in over a decade. He does continue to try and send her letters, but she doesn't respond. She says she cannot forgive him for anything that he has done. The next person that we are talking about is Michael Kallinger. He is one of Joseph Kallinger's sons, and in total, Joseph Kallinger had 7 children. In July of 1974, Joseph Jr., which was one of Joseph Sr.'s other children, was brutally killed by Joseph Sr. and Michael. They then went on a killing spree and killed a total of 3 people whilst robbing, beating and sexually assaulting more people. His father, Joseph Kallinger, was sentenced to life imprisonment, but it was believed that Michael was under his father's control, so he didn't have full blame in the murders. And he was sent to rehabilitation and was released when he was 21 years old. He has since changed his name and changed all his identity, and never has been known to the public eye again, or even known in the crime sort of world. He hasn't been arrested or committed any crimes as far as we know. So next we are talking about Jen Carson. Now, Jen Carson was the daughter of Michael Carson, and he was one half of a killer couple. He murdered 3 people alongside his wife Susan between 1982 and 1983 in North Carolina. So when Michael and Susan got married, they were both heavily into drugs, and they believed that they had to become Muslims and kill witches because witches were evil. Jen was just 10 years old at the time of her father's sentencing. She is now a children's counsellor helping children whose parents have been sent to jail. The next child on my list is Matthew Ridgway. His father, Gary Ridgway, was a notorious murderer dubbed the Green Mountain Killer. He was convicted of 49 murders between 1982 and 1998. So Matthew unknowingly played a role in his father's crimes. His father would use pictures of Matthew and also Matthew's room as a way to reassure his victims before he would kill them. He is currently living a normal life in California and is happily married, but he won't speak publicly about what his father's done, and he also doesn't want any ties with his father's past or the crimes that his father has committed. John Wayne Gacy. Now, John Wayne Gacy killed 33 people whilst dressed as a friendly killer clown. He would kill them and then bury them underneath his home. So John did have 2 surviving children called Christine and Michael. They have tried their best to dissociate themselves from their father, who was dubbed Pogo the Clown. So they are keeping themselves very private and hiding all information from the public, but it is said that they're living very ordinary lives. They are married with children, but they will not speak publicly about their father. Next on our list is Ted Bundy and his baby daughter. Ted Bundy killed over 36 people in the 1970s, and he was eventually caught, convicted and sentenced to death. When he was in Florida awaiting his trial, he had visits from his longtime girlfriend, Carol Ann Boone, and she was in fact pregnant. She also stuck by Ted and protested his innocence. Their daughter was born in 1982, and they would both visit Ted up until 1986. She then totally disappeared. She changed hers and her daughter's name. To this day, no one knows what has become of Carol Ann and her daughter. The last child that is on our list that we are going to talk about today is Michael Manson. It is unknown how many kids Charles Manson had fathered, but we do know there are 3 confirmed children, and this has all been confirmed by DNA, and Michael being one of them. Charles Manson was a cult leader who committed crimes and also murdered 5 innocent people in the 1960s. So his son Michael had his name changed to Michael Brunner when his grandparents gained custody of him when he was 18 months old. They managed to raise Michael as their own, whilst his mother still stayed active within this cult. So today Michael keeps his life on the down low. He is glad that his grandparents raised him. He has his own family, his own children, he's happy, and he has said he has never felt a connection to his biological father. And that is our list of serial killers' kids and where they are now. So if you are interested in maybe a part 2 to this video, because as you are aware there are a lot of relatives in that situation, if maybe you want to know where they are now, then let me know down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more of these types of videos, and I shall see you tomorrow for my next video. Bye.